One thing that's always driven me nuts about Illustrator is the inconsistency of the way the units of measurement were handled. If I were working on one document in pixels and the other in inches, whatever the general preference of the application happened to be would take priority over the actual unit of measurement I was using in the document. This was a nightmare for somebody like me who hates doing calculations and who works on multiple print/web projects at one time. In CS6, the behavior of Illustrator has changed so that each document now reflects a consistent unit of measurement based on the document profile. In other words, if I start in pixels, I stay in pixels. If I start in inches, I stay in inches. Let's take a look. I'll start off here in CS5 to show you an example. I have open here a web document and a print document. If I were to change the unit of measurement that I'm working on, for instance, if I go to the File menu, choose Document Setup, and change this to something like points, and hit OK, you'll notice that when I try to do something like, let's say, create a rectangle, and I click, it gives me the unit of measurement in points, like it's supposed to. However, if I go over to the web document and do the exact same thing, it also reflects that in points. Well, this is a web document. I'm worried about pixels, not points. So this was very inconsistent for me, and I was always having to make calculations between inches and picas and points and all that kind of stuff. Very annoying. Let's jump over to CS6 and see how the behavior has changed. I've got the same type of documents open over here, one of which is a print setup, the other of which is a web setup. If I were to choose the rectangle tool and click in this document, I get to choose pixels. Hit OK, the rectangle appears. If I go over here and click, it's in inches, just like the print document is. Hit OK, and my rectangle appears. This isn't a groundbreaking change by any means, but it's one of those little things that has plagued Illustrator for quite some time now, and frankly, I'm really glad they decided to fix it. So the next time you're working on multiple print or web documents at one time, you'll be happy to know your units of measure will now be consistent no matter what document you're working on.